Hello and welcome to Stroke by Stroke. Yesterday was a very high pain day, and I did a painting just to help my nervous system. And today I'm feeling much better. I want to do something that was inspired by the two images that I am putting on the screen right now. I won't leave them up there because they're just inspiration, but I'm particularly struck by the light. That is a photo of the water, yeah, right, of the sun on my art table. And it reminded me of a picture that I had taken a while back in New Mexico, and then did some things to it to make it like an abstract painting. So those are my two inspirations, and I'm feeling lines today, and I'm really loving the sun. I'm sure you can see it here. But yeah, I just want to play with line and color today. I don't have any big, huge plans, so I'm just going to see whatever happens. And I'm also going to take some pet hair off of the... It's everywhere, I'm telling you. Yeah, and I'm going to do whatever colors speak to me, and I'm going to use this green. It's Celtic green, my M. Graham watercolors, and I hate this color, but I'm going to use it because I never use it really. So, and it's just me. I'm sure other people do enjoy this color, and if you do, fantastic. More power to you. To me, it's just too bright, too artificial looking. But it won't stay that way. So I'm gonna go through my greens. This one is also, this one coming up here. I like it, but it is so strong. And I'm just letting the paint do whatever it wants to here. But the point of this painting is basically just going to be lines, kind of this direction, I think. Okay. So when I was creating this video, I really didn't know what I was going to do, other than I was very impressed by lines, just the diagonal lines in the first photo, which is the shadow coming onto my work desk, and then the other one, which is vertical lines, and that was an experiment I did when I lived in Santa Fe, and it's actually the same day that I did the aspen painting or photos. So that was very important in my thinking to start. But as you watch this speeded up version, you'll see that I deviate from that quite a bit. And that was a really helpful thing for me to do, because this turned out to really be art as therapy. And by doing all of those things that you see in this painting that are basically breaking all of the rules, it was a way for me to get the chaos that was in my brain kind of out of the brain, through my hands and onto the paper. And it was very cathartic for me. And then after I did that and made a chaotic mess, basically, and I really began to hone in on containing that chaos and then using that chaos as a starting point to then bring some order into the painting. And as I did that, it was actually really helpful to my brain. And at one point, you'll even see that I use both hands at one time. And that is accessing a different part of my brain, using my brain differently. And having been trained as a therapist, I did quite a bit of research on the neurobiology of trauma and addiction. So, I'm not an expert in neurobiology by any manner, but I do know enough to know that if I feel blocked, and yesterday was a really bad day for me, and if I feel blocked, I need to do something to basically reset my brain. And by breaking all the rules, that allowed me a freedom that I wouldn't normally have had if I had followed the rules, so to speak, of watercolor. So I just basically threw everything onto that paper. And then once I felt like that part had been met, that I had gotten that out of my head, I then started doing something that was going to bring more order to my brain, to my life, to my thinking, to the painting. This painting is really a metaphor for me. And I offer it to you who might be watching this as a sort of a pattern that you can try. If you are feeling stuck, then in anything, it doesn't have to be art, whatever. If you're feeling stuck, then go ahead and just, throw it all onto the paper. And then do something on top of that mess to reclaim it for yourself. And I think that is inherently therapeutic. I'm not advocating for you to try and do therapy on yourself. Not at all. But I do believe that art as therapy, just like people will use coloring books, there is a very therapeutic side to making order out of chaos. So I hope this video has maybe shown you a different way of working on yourself. So enjoy. This has been Stroke by Stroke. Thank you for joining me in this odyssey of releasing chaos and bringing order through art. As always, do what makes you happy, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day.